as for here, let me just grab my screen brush. So as for here, the related party, we use the name and address. If you look at this, it's pretty similar. So we can go above. So here, remember, we got, say, 25% of foreign shareholders. You fill in the file as name information here. You know what? You can do that here. Okay? You just copy and paste this information if it's also a related party. Even though you mentioned it, you still got to add it here. And of course, you can see that a lot of it's like a repetition, like US identification number, if any. Okay, so basically that's like SSN, ITIN, something like that. Okay, and reference number. Remember, we sort of make things up. That's as long as this works for you, right? We also got this reference number. ID number, see instructions. You can say, hey, this is my company, right? My company, and I'm the owner, something like that. Owner, and then say this is like 25, and then you can go 25. But here's the thing: if it's like 26, 27, 28, you have to use this to reference this. Okay, so normally use like the first filing number, or like let's just get some number system, like this is like 1, this is 2. So every time we refer to that foreign owner, that's the so-called ID number. Okay, it got to be unique, right? So then let's go here. So basically, reference ID number, foreign tax identification number. Of course, different country got like a different FTIN. Okay, so just to fill that. And yeah, principal business activity. You know what? All this as well as the code is similar to here. Okay. Principal country business. Yeah, not here. I think at the top we got this. Yeah, principal business activity, right? As well as principal business activity codes. Okay, so you can file that as exactly the same. Okay, because for example, you are the single member LLC, single member. You are a single member. That's your business. Okay, so you can say, hey, I'm a person. I'm a foreign person, and my principal business activity is doing this. That's the reason I opened a company, even though it's like single member and like disregard entity, but still, I'm doing a company, and these companies doing the principal business activity as same as me. Okay, so these two you can just go all the way down here, and you can use exactly the same. Of course, you can use not the same. Doesn't really matter. Okay, sometimes related party may be a corporation that holding a corporation, holding corporation. It can get really complex, but you know what? As long as a related party, fill that in. Okay, you can have a different business, principal business activity as well as principal business activity code. You can check it up at when we fill here. We I think I'll give you a certain I think it's like 1120. And you got this like more information instructions, that sort of a guidance field. You can get a great like reference field that you can check that out. Okay, so yeah, and the principal countries where the business is conducted. Here's the thing. Okay, principal countries where the business is conducted, as well as countries under whose law the related party file income tax return as a resident. Okay. This should be the related party. Like foreign shareholder, for example, like more than 25% of the foreign shareholders, that shareholder country where the business is conducted, as well as country that related party for tax return as a resident. Okay? So if it's indeed a foreign country, don't say USA, okay? Don't say the United States of America, okay? Or United States. You say that country. That's the related party is in. Okay, so that's the specific information that related to the related party. Don't just fill whatever information that's about your U.S. the domestic entity. Okay, this is very important. Don't get mixed up. Okay, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos and online, people that open business in U.S. and they share the file information, and sometimes they got it wrong. Okay, so you have to really think about this and be truthful about this. So, for example, the principal business where business is conducted, if it's Singapore, fail Singapore. If it's China, fail China. If it's Japan, fail Japan. Doesn't really matter. Okay, you need to be truthful about this. Okay, about this related party. It's not about this domestic U.S. entity that's required you 5, 11, 20 as well as the 5, 4, 17, 54, 72. Right. So, yeah. So then this is the end of part 3. But the meaty part is the following. Okay, so I can sort of treat this as the sort of fill the base information. Okay, but before we got here, don't forget the relationship. Check the box apply. Okay, this field is very, very important, and we see a lot of people that upload videos to YouTube or write online articles, they got it wrong. This can multi-check. Okay, check the box that apply does not mean that you have to check one box. You can check multiple boxes as long as applied. You can check it. Okay, don't just check one. I've seen a lot of people just check less or check. They think that you have to like check one. Okay, related to the reporting cooperation. Okay, it's a related party, so it's a related reporting cooperation. You check it here. Related to 20% of foreign shareholder. So, for example, you already reported like 25% of the foreign shareholder, but you also related to that, you can check it here. Okay? So, for example, if you just directly control, that it's not like related to 25% of the foreign shareholder, but rather you directly. So, that's related to the reporting cooperation. Okay? And then 25% of a foreign shareholder, if you are 25% of the foreign shareholder, you can check it here as well. Remember, you can multi-check. Okay, so yeah, that's the part 3. And once you finish, you can continue to the meaty part where you have to calculate a little bit.